Hey, what's up guys? Today in this video, we are going to see how we can use Amazon SES to send emails through Laravel. Okay. And also as a security step, we will also see how we can restrict the IP when we are creating the credentials for SES. So basically what I am trying to do here is I'll create a credential, an IAM user, which has the permission to send SES emails, and that credentials will be used inside our Laravel application. And that IAM user will ensure that only a specific IP is used to send out the emails, and no other IP address. No user, even if my keys are compromised, the user cannot send emails from a different IP. So, it's an additional layer of security which you want to do in your IAM rule. Okay, so let's get started. So I'll create a blank Laravel project, email test. In the meantime, let's create my security credentials. So I am using a normal, account of AWS where my daily limit is 200. I haven't gone for a production environment. I'm still in the sandbox. You can do that to set things up. Right. So let's create a credential. I will name it something. I'll have to do that. So let's say we will name our user as SES email test demo. Okay. So you will get the credentials here one time. You can download it, but I don't want to download it right now. But you need to remember that you will have to store these carefully, because you can still get the username, but you will not get the key, or not, you will not get the password. Okay. All right. So my installation is ready. Let's go inside it. Open up inside Visual Studio Code. In this clean installation, what I will do is, first of all, mail driver is SMTP. Fine. Why don't we set these configurations? So this is my username and this is my password. Okay. And with that, let's look at the settings as well once again, because I think the ports and all we need to configure. So SMTP settings, server name or the host will be this. This is fine. Port, let's keep it. TLS is yes. So encryption will be TLS. Port, I think we should keep 465. Let's look at that. From address tauroi.com. I think we are ready to send emails. We need to create a new email class. So PHP artisan make mail hello world mail. Nothing much fancy. And with that, we should have our class in here. It looks for a view. So inside views, we'll have mails slash, let's just say this is hello world dot blade.php. Okay, hello world, and in here we just configure it. So mails hello world, right? So the folder name dot view name, and that's our content. And I think that's about it. We are not trying anything much too fancy. Just we need to send the email. I'll call the email directly in my home route. So mail to, I can send any email address. Set any email address. I'll import the mail class. Okay, that is done. Send, in send, I can have new hello world mail. Okay, import this class as well, and let's fire up our Laravel application and try to hit the URL. Not localhost 3000, but rather 8000. If the configuration is correct, we should get the welcome page. It's not running on a queue, so it is taking some time to send the email. Ideally, all your emails should go through a queue or some job, so that it's not on the main thread. All right, so we have a problem. I think there is some configuration error which I have made. So it says 465 timed out. So I think I need to change the port. Let's try with that. Instead of 465, let's do 587. I think the TLS works on 587. I made a mistake. Okay. And by the way, I was reading that in the latest version of Laravel, which is about to come, we will have the ability to change the env and it will reload itself. We don't need to stop the server and reload the application. I mean, sounds a little interesting. Okay, so the authentication failed. Okay, it returned expected. That's a little weird because the credentials were correct. Okay, so I made a mistake in copying the keys. So what I did was I created them again. So these are the keys, and I updated it with quotes just to be sure and be safe. And then if I basically run this, so now you can see I get this Laravel page, and very soon if I reload, refresh, that 32 should become 33, right? So I'm getting the emails. Let me show you the actual mail, right? So this is my email which we had sent through our Laravel application. So our basic thing is working, which is we are able to send emails for sure. Okay, I'll close this. And if we come over here inside our SES, we should have seen at least a few mails fired. Okay, I guess it will update in a bit. But the main thing is we are able to send emails through SES. Okay, so yeah, the env is ready and that is done. However, as I told you, I want to restrict that the email should be sent from one specific IP only. So how do we do that? So when we created this user, right, create my SMTP credentials, is it basically created an IAM user. So let's go over there. So this is the user which was created. If we see the security credentials, we will see that we have the key over here. And as I told you, I can only see the ID. I don't see the key again, right? In here, in the permissions, I can see that we are giving Amazon SES sending access. That is fine, but I want some additional policies. So let me edit this policy. We will go into the JSON view, and over here, right, we will need to add that particular rule. So this is an effect of allow. Okay, it says that allow, this IAM is allowed to send raw emails. Okay, however, I'll add one more statement. Effect is deny. We can copy action, and resource also I think we can copy because resource is same, and then we'll have a conditional block. So condition, and in this condition add a key, say not IP address AWS source IP, and it can take an array. Okay, let's just see what is my IP right now. Okay, so it's 103.48.101.32. That's fine. I'll just add it here inside quotes, review policy. So it says basically that we are denying anything which is not from this IP. So we explicitly deny if not IP addresses 103.48.101.132, which is my current IP. And now I think if we hit refresh, it doesn't make any difference because I am on this IP, so the email should go through. However, if I now edit this policy, go to JSON, let's just say I make it 33, review, save changes. Now if I refresh, so you can see after refreshing, it blocked me. Why? It says that this user is not authorized to perform SES send raw email, right? So the IAM policy is blocking me from sending an email because my IP address is this. However, I just changed the IP address over here, right? So if I change that again back to, it was 132, right? Yeah. So 132, review, save changes, give it 1 or 2 seconds, right? And hit refresh. Ideally now we should have a welcome message, and we do. So yeah, this is how you can secure your keys and ensure that emails are sent only through specific environments over which you have control. Right. So that's about it, guys. I hope you like this video on how we can send emails through Laravel using SES, and how we can secure the keys as well. If you like the video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.